You guys really do kill me. All right, for today's issue, I'm digging into my own personal archives and repurposing original content. Hello, everyone. This is Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Rebel. Welcome to the I Love Jeet Kune broadcast number 288, the one about the great Jeet Kune debate. As you're logging in, if you'd be kind enough to say where you're logging in from, hit the like button and feel free to continue doing so throughout the broadcast. If you're catching the simulcast over on the YouTube, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well. Let me make a quick check that everybody can hear me. I am so gun shy now about these audio issues. So Mark Black is here. So Norman Taylor's here. Okay, so I guess everybody can hear me fine, right? If you guys give me a thumbs up or something. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so let me read to you because what I started doing a couple of weeks ago is I'll post something, and then for those who were paying attention, they might realize that the post a couple of days, 1 or 2 days previous, is actually related to the issue that I discuss in the I Love Jeet Kune broadcast. So maybe some people caught on to that, maybe some didn't. Anyhow, so here's what I posted. It was two quotes. The first one was from Ted Wong, and it says Jeet Kune's purpose is not to segregate, condition, or restrict. It does not hold the practitioner to one partial aspect of combat. The second quote is from Dan Inosanto, and that said, of those who were trained by Bruce Lee, each picked up something different from him, but it was a partial segment of all that he was trying to teach us as a totality. Okay, so now what I said in the opening about going into my personal archives. So for 8 years, I wrote an in-house newsletter, an email newsletter for my academy students, 2008 up until 2016. I have a returning student, Orlando, who has told me that the stuff that I discussed in that newsletter was of paramount importance to him. In fact, I'll humble brag here. I had students who told me, because I used to have this thing published probably by 6 a.m., right? Definitely before 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. when we opened up the academy. But I used to have this thing published like early in the morning. And I would wake up like at 5 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I would type this thing out fresh. I would think about it the night before, and then I would just wake up, crank up the computer, and just go. And I had students who told me that their work day did not start or could not start until they had read my column, and that helped to set the tone for them for the rest of the day, right? So based on what Orlando said to me, I thought, you know what? I wonder if I should resurrect this newsletter. And so I actually had to go like on computer number 4 in order to find the original files. And as soon as I started looking for them, up came this series of articles. I think the title is something like Original Jeet Kune versus Concepts versus Chinatown, etc., something like that. But I thought for today's purpose, I would just call it the Great Jeet Kune Debate. So in case you're not familiar, right, here's what I did. I'll encapsulate and give you the highlights. So late 1959, Bruce Lee arrives in the United States, San Francisco at first for a short while, then Seattle for much longer, starts teaching martial arts, modified the Wing Chun that he had formerly studied in Hong Kong. Sometime in June of 64, he moved to Oakland, California, where the infamous fight with Wong Jack Man occurred. It is said that after this fight, Bruce Lee did some serious self-analysis and determined that he needed to go beyond his primarily Wing Chun approach to be more efficient. In March of 1966, he moved to Southern California to be closer to Hollywood. sometime in late 1966 or early 1967, the term Jeet Kune Do was coined. At some later point, in order to delineate the different stages of Bruce Lee's development, the terms modified Wing Chun and Junfan Kung Fu began to be used to describe what had been taught prior to the adoption of the term Jeet Kune Do. So from then on until his passing, somewhat all things Bruce Lee were referred to as Jeet Kune Do. Dan Inosanto coined the term Jeet Kune Do concepts in the 1980s to designate what he was teaching instead of saying that he was teaching Jeet Kune Do. Now, from what I had heard, this was a result of at least two things. One, a promise to Bruce Lee to not teach JKD commercially, and two, a desire not to be accused of riding on Bruce Lee's coattails. Also in the 1980s, Sifu Dan became a columnist for Inside Kung Fu. And his column was titled In the 20th Century. And I have a clip. So I didn't have time to run over to storage and get all the Inside Kung Fu things that I own. But I was able to pull this up. And I think I just clicked the wrong thing. Anyhow, so this is, this picture next to me here is from 1988 or so. So the thing about it is this. Sifu Dan's column was called In the 20th Century. And I'm not too sure about this, but it is possible that the first article was about Pencak Silat. I'm not sure. I can't swear to that. Maybe when I do get to storage and I can pull out my Inside Kung Fu collection, then I can verify that. I do know for sure that other titles in his column were stuff like The Birth of JKD, A Burning Desire to Learn, Extreme Prejudice, Follow Your Heart, What's a Good Technique, Bruce Not the Truth, and Diary of a Thai Boxer. So after Sifu Dan stopped writing his JKD column, the late Ted Wong began a new column, and that was called Classical JKD. And it's possible this could have been the first time that that term appeared in a martial arts publication. If I correctly recall, Ted Wong's first article was on the importance of the lead hand and the lead foot in JKD training. And that just might be where the political dispute started. Now, here's what I'm certain of. Neither Dan Inosanto nor Ted Wong intended to start a dispute, but with the marked difference in article content, other people were now able to start silly discussions about whom of the two of them was closer to Bruce, as people would say, and truer, if that's a word, right, to the essence of Jeet Kune Do. Okay? So now you're up to speed on how this great Jeet Kune Do debate got started. So like I told you, I wrote over 20 articles on this topic. So get ready for many more issues on which you'll be able to comment, okay? And I say that because I just put the words up, the great Jeet Kune Do debate, and you guys went to town, right, on telling me what it is I would be talking about and carrying on as you usually do your own debate and opining on this and that and what have you. All right. A couple of people did ask questions about it. And so on Friday, we'll do another Ask Me Anything episode of the Jeet Kune Do Dialogues at 6 p.m. So if there's anything that that you want to know about. Doesn't have to be about this great Jeet Kune Do debate, just anything at all. Get that to me, put it in a comment, send me a message, email me, jkdrebel@gmail or something, and I'll go ahead and add that to the topic. Okay, so there are a lot of you, and from some of the stuff that happened in the comments, for a lot of you, this Jeet Kune Do debate you're quite familiar with, but I've noticed that there are some people who might not have known too much about the origins of it or what have you. So now hopefully everybody is up to speed. So let me know what you think in the comments below. That's all I got to say about this video. If you like what you heard, maybe if you even learned something, please comment, rate, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter at Dwight Woods and on Instagram at Dwight D. Woods. If you'd like to support the program, please visit jkdrebel.com. Click on the Rebel Gear link, and that's where you can see stuff like this, the JKD Notables t-shirt, available Paul backs in a variety of colors. Also stuff, we have a few different models of coffee mugs and that type of stuff. Also at paypal.me/unifiedma Miami, paypal.me/unifiedma Miami, you can, there we go, right? You can pick up the raw but edited version of the Jeet Kune Do Journey Volume 1. And, well, I'll save that until Friday. Okay. All right. So that's it. Today's a yellow day. There you go. Right. And that's it. Okay. So you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. This is Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Do Rebel, signing off. Take care. Talk soon.